Commander Masters is in trouble. Even before release, players were angry and frustrated with the price point for sealed boxes of this product. And with nobody taking the bait and buying at these price points, it looks like the prices are crashing down harder than anyone expected. What happens when a product fails to gain traction? When it fails to find an audience willing to pay that price point? Commander Masters looks like it's about to find out what happens to products that do not perform. Welcome back everyone, MTG Moxman here, and thanks again for hanging out with me on my channel today. Now, we've been discussing Commander Masters for a little over a month. We've seen the spoilers start to come out and players know what to expect. But in some ways, Commander Masters reminds me of failed chocolate bar flavors. Remember like blueberry, raspberry, truffle from Arrow, and it just didn't sell. It was like $6 a chocolate bar. It was at like Freshco and Metro, and you would find it at your local Walmart, but it was $6 a chocolate bar. You were kind of curious, but you were not willing to take the plunge at that price point. So 6-7 months later, since nobody was buying it, it ends up at your local Dollarama, maybe your Dollar Tree. You pick it up for $1 and you try that bar out. And maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Everyone's different. But that's what happens when things fail to gain traction. When they don't do the market research properly with some kind of branding information they're trying out, some new product line, a new flavor, a new gimmick, and it doesn't work. Now, if we look at the pros for this product, you can say it's got a great name. They're trying to get Commander players involved. You're trying to tap in to a massive group of players and their pocketbook. So good for Wizards marketing on trying to get that off the ground. It's a good step. They added in good themed tribal stuff that a lot of players have an interest in, namely the Eldrazi, of course, and jumping into slivers. Most of us realize we love these epic creature ideas and we will go with it. But then you look at the negatives and they far outweigh the pros. Most of you at home will agree, if you cut the price tag in half on all these products, cut those Commander decks in half. Cut the prices right down the middle. If it's $100, make it $50. If it's $110, make it $55. Now you go ahead and take the set, the draft, and the collector boxes. Collector boxes at $200 and something, still a little pricey, but let's leave those alone for now because those actually are selling some. But let's go ahead and take the set and draft. If you cut those in half, cut the price in half, keep the product lineup the same, but if you cut those prices in half, players would have bought this product. So to me, this is a total like mismatching of pricing and ideas based on the value they included in the product. They got the name, they got some of the great tribal stuff going, they had some pros to this product, and they ruined it with a price point and just reaching for greed. So now you have a product you can't sell. No one's really interested, and you've got stockpiles of this stuff sitting at your warehouse. Distribution's already accepted a lot of it, and the poor LGSs are on the hook. Do you know what happens to an LGS that refuses to take control of a product? They're going to ship it to you and say, no, I've changed my mind, I don't want it. You go to the bottom of the queue. You're the bottom of the barrel. You're pariah. They don't want to deal with you anymore because you've now stuck them with the product. It's a horrible system, but that's the way it is. So stores had to buy this product without even knowing what's inside. Don't think stores aren't mad, because a lot of them are. Especially stores that now are expecting pre-orders to come in and nothing came. So they're on the hook right now. So now you have a product that doesn't sell, a price point you're stuck with in some cases, but some places have more flexibility with pricing. They can discount things. 8 days ago, I gave out a video describing how Amazon was already starting to discount these products, trying to find the audience level, because remember, there's no MSRP, there's no set pricing. So based on what you pay and what you can sell it for, you're supposed to make some profit in between there, but they've raised their prices so high that stores don't have a lot of wiggle room. So they really can't lower their prices that much at all. But a place like Amazon can. Now the video I showed you guys last week had these two pictures here. If you take a look, you can see the set booster box, $410, and it was a typical price of $476 roughly, okay? Interesting, very interesting. And the second image here I was showing people was this one. And this one shows the of course, the Commander Masters Collector Boosters, a box of 4, for $235 when it was supposed to be $250. They had the Commander decks at $384, and then you can see they had the draft boxes at $345. And remember, that's only 24 packs. Yes, they're bigger, thicker packs, but nobody cares about that because it's a lot of chaff. So if you went to Amazon today, if you took a moment out of your busy schedule and you said, I'm just curious how things are going. I know the prices are ridiculous, but what's going on? Now, I could have given this thing a catchy title saying Amazon makes it worse, but really it's just a price crash. Amazon did make it worse, but let's take a look at this. Here you can see Commander Masters. Look at that collector box now. It's $222. So they've lowered it from that $250 mark, and they've said, we're giving you a bigger discount. The decks are down to $355 from the $384. Well, that's, $30 off. Interesting, but here's where it gets even more interesting. Take a look at that set box. Used to say $479 was the typical. Now they changed it to $419 as the typical, but they've got it on for $395. Remember, they were trying to sell this thing at around $470 and nobody was taking the bait. Now it's down to $395. And of course, right next to that is the draft boxes. Those used to be $345. Now they're saying they're $310 is the typical price here on Amazon. What we're really seeing is a rejection. Players are not willing to pay that price point to get the product, which means they've got to scramble and find the new floor. That can be a price crash, a price correction, an adjustment in pricing, however you want to phrase it. The price is going down, hence the backdrop showing the needle going down, guys. It has to be lowered, and you have to find it. But if they'd cut that price in half in the first place, they wouldn't have these problems. Now, a lot of this stems from the lack of an MSRP. Without the suggested retail price saying what they should be selling it for, Wizards of the Coast is trying to maximize their profit margins. They're trying to make sure they make the most possible while giving the least to the LGSs who are selling it, the distribution level, and of course the consumer, so they can keep some of their IP for the next product lineup. But if they don't find the floor, if they can't get some momentum behind this product, there won't be another time because it may sell so bad. It's going to flop like The Flash. I mean, the Batman scenes were great. We liked the idea of it, and it just could not materialize the way it needed to make there be a sequel or to give us possibly a Batman Beyond film. You know, as I'm talking about. So as we finish off the video today, I want you to remember this. About a year from now, chances are this is going to go on sale. Maybe only 9 months from now. If you're looking at Dominator Remastered, it was even less than that. But that's where you're looking at seeing a discount of some kind start really materializing. When they have to clear the books for the last quarter of the year. You still got the Wilds of Eldraine, the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. We got some good sets coming up that I'm kind of excited about. I can't wait to report to you guys on what I think about these sets as they start to appear. We got Doctor Who still coming. And yes, I will be talking at some point about the possible suspend for Mox Tantalite and how they can kind of manipulate that around to possibly make the Mox Tantalite a much more appealing card. But when we look at this product, it's all reprints. You know what's there. That's why I just had to lambast this product this time. It's not the cards inside are bad. It's not that the lineup is the most horrible lineup. There are some good cards in there, but they got greedy. They made a price point that was just so unappealing to the masses that we couldn't bite on it. Yeah, like I said, the collector boxes have got a little interest, but the other two sealed ones have got nothing going for it. They tried to give us the Jeweled Lotus being the number one marquee card, but it didn't have enough legs, and it wasn't a long enough distance in lifespan to make the card raise in value. They didn't make enough cards to work with the the Jeweled Lotus, sorry, I'm thinking about Moxes in my brain, with the Jeweled Lotus to make it more appealing. You had to give us more low casting cost Planeswalkers or a way of getting the Jeweled Lotus more often. They didn't do those things. So that lack of interest showed it didn't gain enough value to make the card worth that much money. Yeah, you can give us fancy, pretty versions. You can give us a serialized card, which is kind of exciting, but you just can't give us a good product at a decent price point, and that's what players care about right now in the world of Magic. That rage, that anger, that frustration, it's real, it's there, and anyone who is looking at these products can actually see it. You can look and say, it's just overpriced. It's not a bad product, it's overpriced. Let's see if Wizards of the Coast drops prices more. Let's see if we get those discounts earlier. And how low will Amazon go? I don't know. Slam some comments down there in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think. as it lowers in price, what is your price point you'd actually be willing to buy this at? Would you buy it at 200? Would you buy it at 250? That's what I'm talking about. I want to know what you guys are thinking. And of course, here at the end of the video, if you're new to my channel and you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bells, and of course, give this video a thumbs up and comment in the comment section. Every new subscriber is helping this channel get closer to the 20,000 subscriber mark, and of course the 20K party. When we get there, we're going to have a great time. Thanks again for allowing me to entertain you. Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have an awesome day, and don't forget, bring a friend to Magic. And of course, a big shout out and thank you to the fantastic patrons of my channel, to my YouTube membership members, guys. Thanks again for supporting and allowing for daily uploaded content from this channel to appear each and every day. Patrons make the world go round. Thanks again, everyone. Welcome back to the Ramble Jamble, the cinematic universe that happens in the after credits. You're invited, and thanks for being here. So I got a little bit of coffee. This is vacation mode, Mox, man, and I was like doing the where your driveway, you know, the sealing your driveway. It hasn't been done in a few years up here, so I had to get it done. And it was hot today, so I'm kind of like a little bit worn out, but it's okay. It's feeling. You know what? It's me being lazy. I got to get back. I mean, I work out, but you got to get back in shape, like outdoors in shape. You know what I'm saying? You guys get it. You guys get it. A few blisters here that I deserve from not being prepared to work like that, but it's okay because now we get to talk about Commander Masters. If they discount this product within that 9-month span, it is setting a precedent that it's like. If you make it, they will come. So if you refuse to buy and you know they're going to discount, and you refuse to buy and they know they're going to discount, and eventually they lower production run, that they just lower things down to just the market that actually wants it, and it's a total reversal again. This is a wonky world. I feel like we're in Willy Wonka's Wonderland, man. We're checking things out. We don't know what's going to around every corner, and we're wondering who's going to get picked off next. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I got to go to the movies and see something. Maybe Oppenheimer? We'll see. Either way, have an awesome day. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Wizards of the Coast, what are you going to do? It's a great game, though.